They stealing my groove. Oh, this hustle's got me singing the blues. But hey, we all got a story to tell. Every little struggle, it rings a bell. From the grind to the size, we've all been there. So let's put it in the air, yeah, let's declare. Watch your title, baby, let it flow. From the 9 to 5 to the folks who move slow. Watch your title, shout it nice and loud. We're turning the stress into a jazzy sound. Gossip at the water cooler, same old scene. Chasing validation on the glowing screen. Why's my coffee always cold? My Wi-Fi's down. I'm a city so lost in this weary town. But hey, we've got a reason to laugh. Life's just a crazy, unpredictable path. From the grind to the size, we've all been there. So let's put it in the air, yeah, let's declare. Watch your title, baby, let it flow. From the nosy neighbors to the overpriced shows. Watch your title, shout it nice and loud. We're flipping frustrations, jazzing up the crowd. People cutting lines, rent that's too high. Broken AC on a humid July. Unanswered texts, those awkward replies. Oh baby, it's a world full of sighs. So let's groove through the madness, sway with the pain. Find the rhythm in the chaos, let's dance in the rain. Watch out your rhythm, go ahead, confess. We're turning tired moments into jazzy finesse. Finesse, finesse. I wake up in the morning, got the world on my mind. Bills keep stacking and I'm falling behind. Traffic jams and deadlines, they stealing my groove. Oh, this hustle's got me singing the blues. But hey, we all got a story to tell. Every little struggle, it rings a bell. From the grind to the size, we've all been there. So let's put it in the air, yeah, let's declare. Watch your title, baby, let it flow. From the 9 to 5 to the folks who move slow. Watch your title, shout it nice and loud. We're turning the stress into a jazzy sound. Gossip at the water cooler, same old scene. Chasing validation on the glowing screen. Why's my coffee always cold? My Wi-Fi's down. I'm a city so lost in this weary town. But hey,
That's a
we've
few
got
weeks
a
ago
reason
on my
to
other account. I got 250,000 followers on my other account, but it got banned. This fucking lady comment on my shit, say, go back to China. Bitch, I born in fucking San Jose, California. I am American, an Asian American. What the fuck do I go to China for, huh? That ain't even my country, bitch. I ain't even Chinese. Why the fuck do I have to go to China? But if you tell me to go back, bitch, tell me to go back to fucking California. I'm in Louisiana now, you hear me? Shit, I work in fucking 70 hours per week. Bitch, do you know how much I pay taxes for that shit? Most of y'all Americans stay the fuck at home and got the EBT and a fucking unemployment on the welfare shit, and y'all tell me to go back to my fucking country. Who gonna pay the taxes and give y'all the money to spend on them?
My mic wasn't on the whole time. Happy Saturday. What you tired of, family? I was saying happy, and no mic was on whatsoever. But welcome to our channel. We'd like to thank you guys for joining What You Tired Of. It's myself, Pitbull, and my best friend and my handy dandy Thundercat coming to you with an episode, as always, of What We Tired Of. And remember, we will be discussing still dads for the month of June. So we would like to welcome you to our channel. Thank you for all of you guys who have subscribed. Please make sure that you go to YouTube. It's a free way to support the channel. And we definitely appreciate each and every one of you guys. So welcome to our channel. And as always, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. If you would like to make a donation, we do have a Cash App at What You Tired Of. And we also have PayPal at whatyoutiredof@gmail.com. But once again, you guys can subscribe to any of our platforms. You can follow us on Facebook, IG, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, Snapchat, Spotify, and Patreon. So we are on all channels. So make sure that you guys check us out. I'm having a whole hot flash right now. I'm like sweating to death. This is horrible. But we're going to talk about it because we're talking about menopause and I got something to say about it. I'm so sick of it. But with that being said, you guys know we follow the laws. We follow the rules. We always follow the copyright disclaimer. You guys can read that for yourself if you like. And as always, we like to shout out to our sponsors. So if you guys need any type of anything created, I'm starting off today with the fabulous Kiko Creations. When I tell you they done showed up and showed out for graduation in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Waukesha, Wisconsin, they done showed up and showed out. Okay. So congratulations to all, once again, the graduates of 2025. But if you need anything created, Kiko Creations, make sure you hit the ladies up. They'll be able to and make whatever that you want. When I tell you impressed, super impressed. And shout out to the niece for graduation. Name it Federal. Shout out to the niece for graduation because her little outfit, she was doing it with her little blonde. I said, look at Niecy Pooh, girl, you better graduate and be cute. So congratulations to all the graduates again, guys. But back to the shout outs. I just got sidetracked with that. Y'all don't understand what I seen. It was amazing. So please shout out to the owner, Miss Cole over there. You know, I didn't want to shout her whole name out, but tell Mrs. Cole, amazing job on Kiko Creations over there. Also, guys, if you're looking to get your fitness in, guys, you guys can hit up Groundstar Fitness. They have a 90-day fitness plan for you guys. Also, if you're looking for real estate, looking to fix and flip, reach out to the Real Estate Gang. They can actually assist with anything. They are actually in all 50 states. We out here. Our homeboys, JT and the Mailman, they all over Spartan, Georgia, doing whatever they do, but we enjoy them as well. And they have an amazing podcast. Also, Sweet to My Soul, if you're looking for any candied grapes, candied fruit, reach out to Sweet to My Soul. They definitely can assist with that. And then finally, if you are looking to lose weight, you can you can reach out to me, you can reach out to me and I can assist with that. I am a health and wellness coach. Once again, shout out to those who participated in the challenge, who won the $1,000. Shout out to unfortunately, guys, I wasn't able to go to Dallas to my sister's fashion show. That really bummed me out. But shout out to the Closet Therapist. Life is Good with Nick. The fashion show was amazing. All the photos that I saw, all the pictures, everything was amazing. So shout out to my sister Nikki, who's doing her thing as a stylist, celebrity stylist, regular stylist, just a stylist of people. So shout out to her. The show, from what I saw, was amazing. I'm very proud of her. She was actually on the news station there in Dallas as well, talking about it. So definitely shouts out to her for her rodeo show. That was an amazing success. All right. So as we always know, every week we talk about self-love languages. Make sure that you guys are giving your love. Make sure that you guys are loving on yourself. Remember, if you don't love you, you can't love anybody else or help anybody else at that aspect with loving on them. So self-love. Remember, we have physical touch, acts of service, receiving gifts, words of affirmation, and quality time. So please make sure that you guys are making sure you're getting your own quality time in, acts of service, whichever that you feel that you need to do, make sure that you're getting it in. So let me see, what did I do this week for self-love? I took some time to myself, sat down and reflected on what's happening, what's really going on. For those of you who don't know, and for those of you who do know, my mother is moving here next Saturday. She will be moving to the state of Georgia from California. She's been in California for over 27 years. So it's definitely going to be a transition for her, but I'm looking forward to her coming. We're looking forward to the new story that we have going on here. So looking forward to that. Also, friend, what did you do this week for self-love language?
What did I do? What didn't I do? It was a busy week this week with all the graduations and stuff. So self-love this week was really about me giving to the people that I care about, actually. So I've attended several graduations. I didn't make it to my niece's graduation though, which I was kind of bummed about. But I also had my 2-year anniversary at work. Juneteenth Day was 2 years on the job. So I kind of, but it's been so hot and uncomfortable here. So, oh, I know what I did. I went to Bath and Body Works and attended their sale. I spent money. That's what I did. Self-love this week. I spent money.
Okay, well, that's a good thing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's actually amazing.
But on me. I spent it on me. So
good. Good. I think that's great. I mean, I think you should spend it on you.
And then, also, I recently hired a nutritionist. Okay. So I had my session with the nutritionist within the last week. Today was my second session. My first session was last week, Saturday. So I had our second session today and it really went good. I've been journaling what I'm eating and stuff because I'm really trying to get to the bottom of what the hell is causing me to be swollen. Like no matter what I'm doing in terms of working out, no matter what type of modifications I'm doing to my diet, no matter what, I just really am trying to get to the bottom of what is causing me to feel like I'm what's that called? The Michelin tire man on Ghostbusters.
I cannot
feel like ooh. So I've been working on trying to get that under control because I just cannot walk around being no fat ass Walla Walla.
A fat ass Walla Walla?
Yes, girl, that is irritating. It's irritating. Like it's irritating when you're uncomfortable in your own damn skin. It's irritating. And when you're trying to do everything you can. So I've been loving on me that way. And also, I've been discovering music on the television. So this LG TV that my nephew, I love my nephew. Hey, Mike. He bought his mama this LG TV, this big dumbass, big as the wall ass TV, and I don't like it. My sister don't even like it, but something popped up on it the other day because we ain't been trying to explore it. So I saw that it had music. So I went and clicked on it and I was like, wait a minute. And it was wonderful. It was wonderful.
It was wonderful.
Yes. And I found my kale on sale last week, Friday, on the way to the doctor. I had to wait. I had to stop. I had some time. I was early. So I went to the grocery store that's right by the office. And they had the kale. I went for cookies. Ain't that something? I went to be fat, but I fucked around and saw the kale in the refrigerator on clearance. And I was like, wait a minute. So I bought it all 6 bags of it. I bought all 6 bags. But then I had to realize that I needed to cook all 6 bags right away. So I spent the next 2 days making kale chips. So I've been eating my kale chips and I feel like I'm back at home. I feel like I had been on vacation. And now I'm back home. So me and the kale chips, we're back together again. Back in stride again. Right back.
Hey.
So
all right. That's the time. Us together.
That's too much. It's too much. It's too much. So I've been doing
amazing
back with my kale because I'm trying to isolate the things that I eat. So I had to let go of the cabbage for a little while because I know it causes gas and bloating. So I had to, I'm trying to get to the bottom of what all the things are. What exactly am I doing that is having an adverse effect on me? So I gotta, just that's what I've been doing.
Well,
for self-love. But I haven't been combing my hair. I was supposed to comb my hair. But I can't seem to do it. It's you look at it. Look at that.
It's a lot of beautiful hair.
Yeah. And I need it.
Because this right here. Let me explain something. So I went, so shout out to Miss Marie and Miss Jessie. I went to a birthday party today. And Miss Marie, she's like an auntie. Shout out to Miss Marie. Happy birthday, auntie, once again. She turned 75 and Miss Jessie turned 80. And when I tell you them ladies for not just look amazing, but
you
just
didn't take pictures? I
do got a couple and I got them on my phone and a video. Well, they was doing boots on the ground, honey. Miss Jessie done sat me down, honey. She done did the up 2 1 2. I was like, oh shit, okay. I'm gonna have to go because she done just sat me down. I mean, I be thinking I'll be doing something. That lady did that crisscross applesauce. I was like, oh, okay, Miss Jessie, I see you, girl. I see you. So, but shout out to them. They had an amazing birthday party. A lot of people showed up. So I'm sure that their hearts are content, as well as all the acclimates that and acknowledgement accolades and acknowledgement that were given for each lady and how much they mean to so many people. So I'm just amazing to be a part of that village, and they weren't, included me in the celebration. So once again, shout out to and happy birthday to Miss Jessie and Auntie Marie. Once again, I hope at 75.
Wait, I just gotta interrupt you right quick because Takia has entered the room with a plate that has a pasty on it and it's smelling up the whole. I'm talking about delicious and distracting at the same time. How am I supposed to focus at all? I'm smelling
okay, so I can smell
girl. Woo. Now you know how good.
Londa has joined the stream. Hi, Londa. Happy Saturday, Londa.
Hi.
We can't hear her. Precious. Hi,
Hi.
friend.
Hi.
How are
Happy
you?
Saturday.
Happy
Happy
Saturday.
Saturday.
Sorry I'm late.
So glad that you. Oh no, you're fine, baby. We're so glad that you joined. We were just talking about talking. We were
Yeah.
discussing love languages and what we did for this week. What did you do this week for self love,
Oh, ah.
Londa? I guess we lost her. I guess we're finna go through this shit again. I guess we're finna go through the stream of the misses, the hit and miss.
Oh, she back.
Londa, are you there? Caller, are you there? I feel like Verizon. Hello, caller, can you hear me?
Are you there?
Caller, are you there? Okay. Well, we'll wait till Londa comes in and we'll get her in when we get her in. But we were still talking about love languages, right? The
Yes.
self-love language. I got thrown off. Okay. So I'm glad that you had an amazing time. What about Pilates? What's going on with your Pilates?
So I've been scared. I found myself terrified. I damn near want a doctor's release to continue with Pilates. But what I'm waiting for is my reformer. It's supposed to be here next week. So I really feel inadequate. I feel like I'm not prepared without the reformer. I feel like I cannot go any further than I am without the reformer. I feel stuck. So I just been listening to they have these hour-long discussions just on various topics, like on C-sections, or if people have problems with movements or restrictions and stuff like that, and other physiological type of things. So they have all of these I forgot what I'm trying to call them, but recording. So I just been listening to those and practicing the basic moves so that I can hit the ground running as soon as my reformer comes.
Okay. Well,
but I got a little nervous because my bank account said that well, I got a message from them saying that my payment for last month didn't go through, and I was like, let me tell y'all something, motherfuckers. Let me tell you what absolutely went through. That $500 motherfucking dollars. That $500 absolutely went through. It's gone out my bank account. So what? I don't know what y'all need to do to get your stuff together, get your record keeping together. But this is exactly what pissed me off with Club Pilates. So I'm hoping that that I'm not gonna have this problem. And I'm mad because I can't see, because I'm using my phone for the podcast. I can't see my teeth, and I've been eating kale chips, and it make green stuff between your teeth, and I can't see.
Oh,
And I laugh loud and show my teeth all the way, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't, I can't see.
I mean, from what I can see, I don't see no green. So I mean,
I'm out here bad today. My hair is off. My teeth are off.
Oh my gosh, hilarious!
And
but that's all right.
It's hot.
I love you
today. Pitbull. It's hot as hell today. Literally. Is today the first day of summer?
I think it is. Or yesterday.
Well, summer came in with a damn bang.
Summer is summering this year.
It came in. What's Miley Cyrus song? I came in like a wrecking ball. Yeah. Because baby, when I tell you it's unbearable, it's feeling very much Florida, New Orleans type of heat. It is, you can't breathe. It blow on you like how the oven, when the oven door open and that hot air, it's
August and June. That's what it is.
Yeah. I can see that.
July is the hottest month of the year. That's why Stevie made that song, Hotter Than July, because July is supposed to be. But now that we have climate change, anyway, go ahead, girl. I done got you. If you let me keep talking, we'll end up talking about 763 things in a 4-minute span.
It's perfectly fine, friend. It's amazing. I mean, hey, it's hot in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's definitely hot as hell in Atlanta. Hot Atlanta. Yeah,
Right.
it's hot. On top of having a hot flash. Matter of fact, as we're gonna talk about that, we're gonna bring it up. So, as a fact,
Yeah.
matter of fact, we're gonna talk about the hot flash. Like, for those of you who know, and y'all know me, how many of us have a hot flash? Me. What about you?
Me.
Because I'm definitely having it, and it's horrible. And I just feel like I don't understand. Like, I was gonna go live. You know how I normally do our little commercial before time. I was gonna go live, but my face was so sweaty, and my eyes was burning from the sweat. I just could not even do it. I just said that this is just ridiculous. Like, I don't understand. So as we talking about hot flashes, and it feels like my thermostat in my body is broken. That shit is broke. Because yesterday at church, shout out to Elder Nicole. She had an amazing concert last night. And I was enjoying the concert, and the hot flash hit me. And next thing I knew, I couldn't even sit down. I had to go to the bathroom and wipe my legs off because they were soaking wet. I said, "This is just I don't understand." And back to that, this shit right here, this.
Yeah.
So,
I was telling
T.
T, I said it should be a physical impossibility to have a hot flash when the weather is 84 degrees or above. At 91 degrees, because that's what it is here. 91, talking about it feel like 102. At 91 degrees, your body shouldn't even be doing anything to cause you to like. And I was just having hot flashes just all out in the, and then let me tell you, okay, so you know Brookfield Square, right? The mall. Dude, why was no air conditioning on in the mall?
Oh, I'm sorry.
How you walk in the mall, the doors open up, and you know, usually when you come in the mall, you immediate relief, like immediate when the door open up and it feel exactly like it did outside, like
oh no. Yeah, that's what it be feeling like, somebody breathing on your back.
I said no.
They breathing on your back. That's what the shit be feeling like here. Like, oh my God. It's a mess.
And got a blanket. They walking around with a jacket on you, trying to put a jacket on you or a cape on you and breathing on you at the same time. Like, no, stop. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Because it's a vengeance. Let me tell you, yesterday at church, you know my fan that I bedazzled for my birthday?
Yeah.
The whole church row had my fan. We was hot. All of us was hot.
Was that hot? It was hot like that.
Hot. No, but it was cool in the church. We were hot. Everybody was suffering from menopause symptoms. Every lady on the row. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So yeah,
now,
so okay.
I'm gonna need all them ladies to know that they knew they needed to come outside with a piece of cardboard or something. And why y'all church ain't got the hand fans? Where are the fans at?
We used to have them. They take them.
You know, that's my other thing. So I make them. So let me know if I could send y'all some of mine. I design little ones and I send them. I make them small ones for the kids. I make them for the girls and the guys.
Oh, I might have to send you a couple of dollars so you can make us some because we definitely need them, honey.
Yeah.
So yes, thank you for that. But as you guys know, menopause got you twisted. It definitely got us twisted. So I'm sure we're not the only ones. You know, in our early 50s, I'm sure we're not the only ones that are unfortunately suffering. Now, there's some of you who don't have any symptoms. There's some of you, oh, girl, I ain't have no hot flash. Well, good for you.
Lucky you. Right.
Amazing,
and yeah, I said it with an attitude. I definitely got an attitude.
Amazing for you, girl. But just know one thing. This thing right here is having them, honey. And I'm trying to embrace all of it. And it is really annoying. So, with that being said, remember, guys, if you haven't menopause and it got you twisted, Pray about it first. Ask the Lord to release, because that's about all that's gonna help. Because once the body heats up, you can't do nothing until it decides to get to the top of the top and then starts cooling down. That's one thing I've learned. It's nothing I can do. I mean, I done got in the freezer, y'all. At the grocery store, I done literally got my ass in the freezer. And the lady was looking at me like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "I am not. I'm sorry, man. I'm having a hot flash right now and nothing is making nothing." So me stepping in this freezer, that's the best thing for me. And she told me she understood, so it made me feel better. But yeah, I was in the freezer. It's just too much. So yeah. The black cohosh. I said I was gonna try to get me some of that because they talking about that's supposed to help with the hot flashes and it's natural.
It didn't work for me.
Oh, see what I'm saying? See what I'm
It didn't
saying?
work for me. They had this stuff over the counter called Amberin. It probably was working, but nothing worked fast enough. So everything that they give you is meant to build up in your system. And I'm like, I don't got time for no damn build up. I need immediate relief, like a fan on me right now, like the refrigerator right now, the freezer right now.
Yeah, just like this, like as church on Sunday. Shout out to my sister, the Satra, the nurse, because I know she's about sick of me. Because I'm like, what's this? She's talking about that's eczema. I said, see, Perry and Minna and Paul's, I'm gonna need them to get on because you done brought me back eczema. Ain't nobody had no eczema. Now I got to have eczema and the hot flash.
Yeah, but menopause don't cause eczema, honey. That's
what I'm saying is because I'm so wet.
I know.
And because it stays moist, it has decided to creep up on my body. I haven't had eczema on my neck in probably 22 years. Okay.
Oh.
So at this point, that's not cute. My neck ain't dirty. It's the pigmentation of the eczema, which I don't like it. But all right, I'm dealing with everything that's happening. But yeah, friend Alonda on Facebook commenting, yes, honey.
At least she can get on there. I
had to so that I can remember last time we couldn't see people's comments. So I made a point to make sure I have it up so we won't miss nobody's comments.
Right.
But yes. Okay. So as you guys know, all right. So we done got through the hot flash. Once again, shout out to the dads. Because remember, we are talking about fathers for the month or dads for the month of June. Last week was Father's Day. So once again, shout out to the fathers. Happy belated Father's Days. For those of you who did not see our podcast last Saturday, we definitely want to acknowledge you guys. Now, the word of the week, I wasn't able to get it up there, but the word of the week this week will be wisdom. And wisdom is what a father gives normally to his child. Remember, we're talking about dads. So it's not that the mom doesn't give wisdom. The moms give everything. So it's amazing when you have a dad that's willing to give the wisdom. Wisdom doesn't always speak loudly, but it always shows up. So that's one good thing. If you have a dad that will show up because of anything, be grateful for that.
Right.
If you have a dad that is willing to make the sacrifice for whatever it may be to make sure that their child is great, shout outs and kudos to those dads. As we know, there are a lot of amazing dads on here. We know there are a lot of amazing dads. We know there are a lot of amazing men out here, but we also know that there's some dads that don't show up. We know that there's some dads who are very selfish and they think of self and they don't put their kids first. So shout out to the dads that are out there doing it now. If you feel like you're a dad and you lacking in areas, it's okay. Do better. Figure out how to do better. That's the best thing I can say. I'm not going to bash the dads like that. I'm not going, because I could. I know a couple of them I could really talk dog and dirty and dog about. But I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is say do better. Because one thing that I'm learning is sometimes people have not been taught and maybe they don't have the initiative to learn. So if you don't know better, get better. Find somebody or teach yourself or read a book or go join a man's group. no Diddy, but go join a group that can help you be a better father. You know, be a better spouse, be a better partner. You understand? Be a better brother. However, there are resources out there. Shout out to Gospel Nation Christian Fellowship, my church family. Pastor Bailey is our pastor. Shout out to the men in our church because we have an amazing the men of valor. Shout out to them because they really go above and beyond. And you don't really see a lot of men in church being very active. So shout out to them for that, and all the dads that are dads as well. So Fran.
Yeah.
What about anything you want to talk about the dads today?
I was thinking about what about the dads who don't want to be a dad? Like, what do you say to them on today? You know, like,
what do you say to them? What I would say to them is, if you don't want to be a dad, nigga, cover that shit up.
That's easier said than done, Maisha. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about everybody that get pregnant don't get pregnant because it wasn't covered. I was very protected and I got pregnant. That's so he did cover it up.
Okay, well, even with that, okay, so you covered it up and you don't want to be a dad.
Right.
You might unfortunately have to restrain from having, you know, those type of activities because it could happen.
I don't agree with that.
You know, I feel like if you don't want to be a dad, then you shouldn't be doing shit to get a dad.
Plenty girls get pregnant who don't want kids. The reason people don't just have sex to have kids nowadays. That's what having sex is for. Is to procreate. That's what it's supposed to be for. It's not supposed to be for recreation. It's supposed to be for procreation. The majority of people are having sex for recreation, not procreation. If you just trying to have recreation, you're not trying to have kids. You're not trying to have kids. But I'm talking about in terms of I'm talking about just in terms of what do you say? No, I'm just laughing in general because that was funny. It was like, I think y'all should refrain from that activity. Like, girl,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand exactly what you're saying. I do understand that. But if it happens and a kid is, you know, procreated out of that, and even if you don't want to be a parent, because that could be females too. So you don't have to necessarily be a dad.
Hello. I am that. I am her. I am her. I'm her. I don't want to be a parent right now. Like, this job sucks.
Being a parent is a different job. You have to be a special type of person to be a parent, because a parent has to a real parent, because there are parents out here who don't give a shit about, they just got some kids. So let's just keep it 100. But if you're a parent and you know and believe in sacrifice, because being a real parent, that comes with it, is sacrificing. You're doing things that you may not want to do because you've decided to have a child, and now you have to do what you're supposed to do for your child. So there's some parents out here know they got children and don't do shit for their kids. And that's irritating to me. But I get it.
But for the dads, it's a special kind of thing because they're not the ones who ever give birth.
Yeah.
So they literally have the ability to pick and choose if they want to be involved or not. Or they can walk away, wash their hands of things, and act like it doesn't exist.
And I think that's whack. Now,
I think that's cool as hell. Look, I think that's cool as hell.
I know. I think that's whack.
Not that they do it. Not that there are those who do it. I just think it's cool as hell to have that ability to make a fucking mess and be able to just walk away. Yeah,
I can't walk away. I can't walk away. You damn right. I can't walk away.
You could. You could. It's plenty of women who do. Plenty. It's plenty of kids out here They got mamas that walk smooth into the universe and never look the fuck back. But it's women are frowned upon so hard for behaving that way. But then what's the alternative when you stay? Because a man who don't want kids and then he forced to be a father, what type of household does that create? What type of relationship does that, create when people do things based on what society expects versus what they actually feel like?
Yeah. I mean, I can agree with that
So
too.
I just think I always feel bad for men. Like I feel sympathy for them that I do not feel for girls at all. At all. I don't feel for girls the way I feel for guys. And because the expectation on a man, especially when he's a dad, or especially when he ends up being responsible for a child being brought into the world, it just feels like it's a greater responsibility on him, and he's not even the one who carries the baby.
Right.
And I think it's unfair a lot of times because people have irrational expectations of men, and especially dads. I'm just glad I'm a girl instead of a guy, because you can't even be scary as a man. Shit, as a human being, it's scary. A lot of things are scary. A lot of situations are terrifying from a human perspective, but men are expected to grin and bear it all the time. They're expected to show courage under fire all the damn time. Motherfucker, I don't feel like being strong right now. I'm not brave. I'm not brave today. I'm not brave.
Right.
I'm scared of that. I don't like that. I don't, but they're not allowed to say that. They're not allowed the room, I guess, to feel it.
Right.
So it's just I'll be feeling bad for them, especially the ones that have children. Especially the ones that have children and didn't want children, or the ones that have children and girls play games. Girls get pregnant by dudes, don't tell them they got a baby. Girls get pregnant by dudes, tell them they got an abortion and keep the baby. Hey, I was one of them. Girls that just all types of things can happen. And the guy, sometimes he don't know. Sometimes it's not always intentional. You know what I mean? Like, because the situations are different. And so when the dude find out all of a sudden, and then suddenly people expect for him to pay, they always expect for him to pay, no matter what, whether he's there or not, he expected to pay. And then if he not paying, they be like, well, at least you could spend time. But what if he can't spend time? What if he do pay and he don't spend time? And he damned if he do, he damned if he don't. If he not spending time, I know you pay, but you don't spend time. Okay, so he don't spend time. Damn. Just damn. I'll be feeling bad for them. Oh, thanks.
Okay, well, what about the ones who ain't shit? You feel bad for them too?
Yeah, because you're going to regret that later on. Or maybe you won't, but your children are definitely going to have negative opinions of you. Or maybe they won't, because there's plenty of kids. Kids are fickle, because children tend to continuously love the parent who ain't shit.
Now,
They
yes,
just will love
they
them.
love they draws. They love they draws to the bottom, and they ain't did nothing for them.
Or even if a parent ain't shit, sometimes a parent just isn't there. That don't necessarily make you not shit. Some parents actively ain't shit.
Right.
Some parents passively ain't shit. You just ain't shit. You just sorry and pathetic. But either way, kids tend to just will kill you for saying the truth about that parent. But for the men, like, I just think it's hard on the world when the man ain't shit, or if he's not involved, or if they don't have any type of relationship with particularly the father, because as important as the mother is, we bring kids into the world, but the father is the figurehead of the family, and probably in every nationality, every ethnicity, the father is typically the figurehead. It is, so that's why I said the expectation. That expectation is so heavy on him. So I don't know, when they not shit though. It's just like it destroys. It's part of what causes disasters in the world. You know what I mean? Like, because if you ask somebody who been running around committing crimes all the time, what if you get to the bottom of what was wrong with them or stuff like that, it's always either a mommy issue or a daddy issue all the time.
Yeah, no, that's very true. I mean, I definitely can say I feel part of what you're saying. Especially for the dads who get the short end of the stick. Like, you have an amazing dad, but your ex-partner is some BS. And the ex-wife or the ex-girlfriend, she mad because he done moved on, and now the kids can't see the daddy, and the kids, and you got to go to court and all this other old shit. I went through that, and I think that is horrible, because when it's all said and done, you're hurting the kid. You're not really hurting him.
Especially when that woman have moved on too. A lot of these women do that shit, and she got a whole nother boyfriend, spouse, long-term mate, whatever. She out fucking to her heart's content, and steady trying to cause problems or interfere with the relationship with that child and their dad. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I think that's horrible. And I think, one thing I've learned, and one thing that my mom never did to me. You know what I'm saying? My father was who he was, Lord rest him. But my mom never talked about my dad. My mom never bashed my dad to me, even though he wasn't shit. Yeah. She never said that to me. I had to find that out on my own, and I found that out on my own. And I mean, that's something that I've done with my kids. Yeah, I got 3 baby daddies, but I ain't never talked about my kid like, yo, daddy ain't shit. Yo, daddy ain't. No, because you're gonna find that out. You're on your own. And unfortunately, they found out what they found out. But that don't have nothing to do with me. They grown. Y'all relationship is y'all relationship. And I've talked to all of my kids' dads. The relationship that you have with your kid is your relationship with your kid. It don't have nothing to do with me, because I have a relationship with the kid. You understand? Or the adult. So you have to get your own relationship with your child, and you should want to have a relationship with the child because it's yours. And see what they got going on. See what you can do to assist in that, to make them a greater person. Doesn't always have to be financial. Doesn't always have to be monetary. It could just be kind words, spending time, giving advice, maybe a book, maybe a something. But something is better than nothing. When you choose to do nothing, and then some of these parents, including dads, got to now talk about, oh, my son ain't shit. Well, what did you do to make sure that your son was shit? Or your daughter was? Not the point of, oh, they mama this, they mama that. One thing that men have to understand is y'all have rights, just like the mother. And if you really, really, really want to see your kid, and if the mom is preventing you, now this is straight up, I'm gonna tell you something that I know for a fact. Google it. Whatever state you're in, whatever county you in, dads have just as many rights as women, as the mom. And if you have a mother, baby mama, whatever, you can't see your kids, take her to court. Okay? Because you have rights. Just like the woman has rights, you have rights. I'm gonna tell you something that I know, not something that I heard. Okay? Prime example, my ex-husband. He had a bitter ex-wife. Every time the kids would come over, it was always an issue. Every time it was our weekend, it was always an issue. I don't went to school to criminal justice. So at this point, I'm like, all right, we're going to stop playing these games, because when it's all said and done, once again, we're driving up to the meeting spot. She's not showing up. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're finna call the police. You want to know why? Because it's against the law to withhold visitation when you have a visitation right for your child. So
when you
women,
have a court order,
when you have a court order. Exactly. So women, yeah, so those of you who are watching, you might be saying these bitches ain't shit. Oh my God. No, I'm gonna tell you what's right. Because one thing I'm not gonna do, once again, we're not gonna men bash because there are amazing dads out here. So if you're a woman who chooses not to let your kid's father see their kid, take their ass to court. If you have a court order, take them to court. Now, what you do to how you get a court order, if you have a court order for child support and visitation, utilize that, men. And if the mother is not allowing you to visit, call the police. Get a police report.
Yep,
Get a couple of them.
Every time.
Each time that they do not come and meet like they're supposed to, get a police report. And then what you can do is you can go down to the court and file contempt when they're not allowing you visitation, when you have a court order for visitation. And you file that contempt of court for visitation. And I'll tell you what's going to happen, because I'm going to tell you what happened to me. The judge sat there and told the mother, because the mother sat there and said, oh my God, well, the kids had to do this and she had to go and do this and he had to go and do that. And you know what the judge looked at her and told her, I don't care what they have to do on his weekend. It's up to him if he wants to take them to those activities. But if they come back in here one more time with another police report stating that you are withholding visitation, ma'am, I will hold you in contempt for court and put you in jail for the weekend so that you can understand that you cannot do that.
Oh my God.
So for those women,
you had to go and do this. And
men,
do that. And you know what the judge looked at her and told her, I don't care what they have.
pull your big boy drawers on. Don't be scared to fight these women in court. Take their ass to court, because there's a lot of them that's so quick to take y'all to court when you don't pay. And so many of y'all to take them to court when you don't see them. So if they're not doing what they're supposed to do, you have every right. Mm-hmm. And once again, I'm not a woman basher or a male basher. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And once again, when it's all said and done, it's the kids that suffer. So, period. So, dads, just know you guys have enough rights. Me and my bestie and our other bestie, we advocate for dads. Now, if you're on the bullshit, we're going to advocate and let you know about yourself. But if you're doing your job and you standing up and you doing what you're supposed to do and you're an exceptional parent, kudos to you. Because unfortunately, it's not a lot that's out there like that anymore, or they're passed on. So for the younger generation, get y'all shit together. If you got kids, if you're a mother, let your kids see their daddy. Let your kids make a determination of what that parent does. Don't you do it. Don't take away from your child's maybe legacy because you still mad. Yeah. Because you still in your feelings.
Or sprinkle your hatred.
Yes, don't sprinkle your hatred on your kids.
It's how you perpetuate. It's the same way racism has been perpetuated. Like, steady sprinkling that bullshit in where it's not needed. Nobody asks. Why are you doing that?
Nobody wants that.
That's not benefiting that child at all. Hating on their other parent because you want them to hate them because you mad.
Right. That part.
Take your mad ass on. That's what you do.
That's right. Because what you don't understand is what you're setting up for now is fucking them up for the future. And that's something that you should not do. Because like I said, if you have an amazing dad, let that dad be that dad and love on them kids.
Even if he's not amazing. Every dad ain't amazing. But that don't mean they don't have something that they can bring to the table for their children. Either way it go, if that's their child and they're wanting to be involved, allow it. Like, why are you unless you know the reason why, the regular reasons, they a pedophile, they got some mental health issues, you worry for the safety and security of the child, that type of stuff. I can understand that. But even still, let the child let them have an involvement. Well, even what I like to tell people is, give me a chance to fuck you over before you accuse me of fucking you over. So give them a chance to at least try. If you notice that try is not worth it, then cut the ties. But That's heartbreaking because these kids grow into human beings that are damaged. Emotional damage is probably worse than any physical damage
I
that
agree.
you can have, because what the hell, you walking around supposed to be a whole adult and just fucked up in the head in terms of relating to other human beings. Like, what the hell? Why would you do that to somebody?
I'm glad you said that, friend, because last night at Elder Nicole's concert at church, she talked about relationships and building relationships and how she's a teacher and she tutors this young boy. She's been tutoring the young boy for 2 years and she's never met him. But yesterday he came out to her concert and she was just saying, relationship. Like, she built a relationship with this young boy and his mother, and she's been helping him before COVID and through COVID. And just for them to show up, that shows the relationship, because they don't live close and they showed up for her, and that's just, be kind to people. Like, just be kind.
It costs you nothing. It costs you nothing.
It costs you nothing. And you just never know what somebody else's day is going through. And you being kind for 2 seconds or 2 minutes may change their whole attitude or their whole outlook on life. So just try to be kind.
But especially to men, especially to the men, especially to men, because when men, it's so hard for them, especially fathers. You know how we are as mothers, what we stress out about. We literally stress out about every single solitary thing. Can you imagine what it must be like to be a father, especially a father who cares or one who's actively involved? Imagine what the emotions that he is going through that he can't even express to the people he loves, because he's scared he might not be able to pay his bills. He can't take the day off of work because he can't afford to have 5 minutes less than 40 hours on that paycheck, because just the things, or the car broke down and he got to make sure all of these things, like, it's just too many. So I think their mental health might just be a little more delicate simply because they are expected to be a man, be a man, be a man, be a man.
Right. You're right. You are
You're
right.
thinking big, bitch.
Think small. You're thinking too big on that one. But once again, like we say, shout out to all the dads. We definitely are still continuing to shout you guys out for the rest of the month of May. I mean, June. We're in June now, not May. But remember, Mother's was May, guys. So we definitely are shouting out the dads, the amazing ones and not so amazing. We're shouting you guys out because you guys need it as well. One thing that I do know about men, as you said, friend, sometimes they're scared. And instead of showing their vulnerability, they got to be macho. And sometimes they need to be vulnerable. That doesn't make them a punk. That doesn't make them sweet. It just makes them human, a human being, because everybody has the vulnerable moment. So shout out to the dads, to the men. We appreciate you guys. And we just wanted to acknowledge you guys for this month. Remember, if you guys want to come on and talk about your dad, your brother, anybody that is amazing man, father figure, please, we definitely would like to shout them out as well.
I want to shout out Emmanuel Cole for being an amazing uncle, even though he an asshole a lot of times. He an asshole a lot of times, but he's such a good. His new title is Uncle Daddy, because our grandniece, she look at him with stars in her eyes. He is her father. I don't know how she gonna have a daddy, because Emmanuel, he take her to the doctor, he give her baths, he do her hair, he buy her clothes, he feed her, when she come downstairs, she lay down, she get in the bed, she go sit next to him, she watch him play the game. He has her all the time. He take her they're together all the time.
That's sweet.
Like all the time. All the
Because Chocho is sweet. Chocho.
he cuss out her mama. Do you understand? He go take her from her mama. I love it. I love it. I love the relationship. I love it. He have gone and taken her from her father. She went to visit her people. Chocho felt like it was time for her to come back. So he just went and took her. He and told them where her jacket at, where her shoes and stuff at, where is her jeans, what is the stuff, where the stuff that she came with, why she don't have this, where this him talking to the father. I was like,
that's what's up though. It take a village, and you got to think about it. Cho was, Emmanuel. I'm sorry, Chocho. Emmanuel was
he know his name.
My mama. You understand? And being raised by your mama and being raised with how y'all was raised, I can't see him doing nothing but being a father figure for her. Because Mama Maria, yes, I love you, Mama Cole. And I know I get on your nerves every time Mimi the Thundercat beat, and I be like, Mama! But it's a reason why. Because Mama,
she love you. She be doing the same thing.
When I tell you Thundercat's mom, y'all, that's my mama. You understand me? For ever since when we was little girls, with whatever the ages we was, we've been friends 30 plus years. So think about it. But anyway, that lady has loved me from day one, and I love her to the moon and back. And I would do anything for her because she is an amazing mom. Once again, just like when we talk about these amazing dads, not everybody is one of those. Right. So when you encounter somebody's spirit like that, you can't do nothing but love on them. And I love Maria Cole like as if she was my own mama, because during the times that me and her daughter been friends, she done been my mama when I needed one to be there. When mine on across the country, which is okay. The point is, I got a village.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes. What do you think?
Love her too.
Who said that? A lot. Yeah. Oh, we know she does.
We'll be sharing her with me too. Londa, we share. Mama Cole gonna get you right too, girl. You know that.
Yeah. You know especially since her birthday the same day as hers. They share the same birthday.
Oh, y'all got y'all twins. Okay, then, Londa. Yeah. You got something special already, girl.
But
you already sharing something with her.
I want to ask you, because when I think about Uncle Pookie and he's an awesome dad, right? But I wonder, what does he think about his nephews as dads?
He probably say they full of shit because they haven't done or make the sacrifices. You understand? Yeah. But I mean, you almost made me finna cry, friend, because you said that.
I'm sorry.
I just want to say one thing. My Uncle Pookie is amazing.
Like for real.
But
for real.
This week, y'all, I want to just say something. My mom is moving here. For those of you who don't know, my mom will be in Georgia moving. She's been in California for over 26 years. Her current location, she's been there 15 years. And it's been a transition, y'all, to help my mother move to Georgia. And when I tell you that my family showed up and showed out this week, my family showed up and showed out this week. From financial to calling to helping to get my mama here. And so I just want to say shout out to my family. Shout out to my grandma, my auntie Nina, my auntie Squeaky, my Uncle Pookie. When I tell you them right there, they showed up for me and my mama. And when I tell y'all, I'm so thankful for the family that I have. I love them so much. I don't like their ass sometimes, but I love them with all my heart. And they have shown me and taught me what family really is.
Right.
And when you really need help, my family got my back and my mom's. So y'all know I don't be crying on no podcast or no shit like that. But this week, I asked God to help me because I was really struggling this week, y'all. I was really struggling this week. I had a lot going on. Life is life.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to read something that my coworker, and I'm so thankful for this lady. Like I met Demi at work doing taxes. Not feeling the best in my field, not making sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And this lady named Demi, God clearly sent her to me as an angel. Because every day, y'all, she sent me some sort of spiritual, some sort of encouraging word. And it's like every time she sends it, it's just on time. It's right on time. It's right on time for what it says. So I just want to read y'all this because I'm telling y'all, this messed me up. It says, God is saying to you today, my child, you are worrying too much. Remember who I am. There is nothing too hard for me. You may not see it, but I have everything planned out for you. Trust me. Amen. And when y'all don't understand, when I tell you she sent me that and I prayed to the Lord, I need you to help me because I need to help get my mama here. I need to help make sure my shit is where it's supposed to be. And when I tell you God showed up and showed out and used my family to assist, I love them more than they even know. And I'm so thankful that God chose them for me as my family because they are amazing. So once again, Uncle Pookie, shout out, man, because you the bomb. Like, you teach me so much when it comes to if y'all don't know my Uncle Pookie the Popo, he the judge, he the chief of police. Yeah, he done been all of that. So he definitely has a criminal justice background. But I'm just thankful for my family because, like I said, without them, it would have been a struggle this week trying to get my mom here.
How proud would Bat have been?
Oh, for my grandfather to look, Lord rest his soul, but for him to look down and see his kids doing amazing, see his kids loving each other and supporting each other in the time of need, I know he's smiling down and I know he's saying thank you because he taught us all how to love and how to depend on each other. So, yes, thanks, Dr. Cat. Bad, we love you too. And I know you're looking down and are proud of us. So, I didn't mean to get on no dang on soap cry box. But when I tell you, if you ain't got no faith, get it. The faith of a mustard seed, because God will provide when you think it look like it's going to be shut down and everything about to crumble around you.
Yes.
Have the faith of a mustard seed and God is going to show up and show out. May not be when you want it, but he always on time. So, Father, I thank you for that. And I thank you for just being you and always coming through. All right. I got to get off my soapbox at this point. But once again, congratulations to the class of 2025, no matter where you are, no matter what state you're in. Congratulations on your achievement. Congratulations, guys, because whether you're promoted to the next grade or whether you graduated going on to the next stage, you have done it. You've achieved it. And once again, congratulations. You guys are warranted that. Guys, remember that we will be having our teens talk coming soon. I've been trying to get my granddaughter to get it together, but she played too much. So I guess I'm gonna have to get me some teens to get it together. Remember, it's a space for the teens.
I got one.
Yeah.
I got one for you.
Okay, good. I'm glad. So we definitely want some teens to come on, guys. We want to know what they're tired of because sometimes they don't have an open space to talk.
And
we
they
want
need
to
it.
give them that space. Yes, we want to give them that space, guys, so that they can feel comfortable. It's a safe space for the teens to speak out. Now, we will, of course, have control over it. There won't be no disrespect. But we want the teens to be able to talk about what they're tired of. I think that that's something that they need.
Not just the teens. Little kids are just adults that haven't reached the age of maturity yet.
I mean, but
And
you know,
a lot
we
of
need
times-
kids that can articulate, is what I mean.
No, but you know, there are lots of children who are your grandchildren are very articulate.
Oh, for sure.
I'm certain that if you ask Tukaduk what she tired of, she's going to be able to tell you what she's tired of.
Tukaduk will tell me that. She'll be like, yeah, ma, what I tired of.
So I would like to know the children's edition, the small children's edition, preteen. I want to know preteen. What are the preteens tired of? I know what teenagers probably tired of because I'm sick of it too. But I want to know what the little ones are tired of because I know they get tired. I know they tired.
My big one, okay, so guys, my big one is in here, and she said that the preteens is tired of her.
Because they think
they tired of their mamas.
They think we don't know nothing. She just
right.
To escape to you.
I mean, well, that's how y'all felt. Y'all felt like we ain't know nothing. Y'all feel like we don't know nothing. And the truth be told, back when I was y'all age and younger, I thought my grandma and my mama didn't know nothing either.
I didn't though. I never felt like that. I never felt like that. I have never once felt like they don't know. I never felt like that. I just felt like I always wish I knew that they knew. I wanted them to understand that I'm not you. And this is not the year it was when you were my age, because adults are always say, I was your age. I was this, I was that. Yep. And that was in whatever year that was. And that's not today. So I want you to come with me to today and let's talk about it from right here.
Londa said them YNs. That's right, Londa. You right, Londa. Them damn YNs is for sure.
I'm tired of them ONs. I'm tired of them ONs. You understand?
Them ONs. Them ONs.
Yes. Yes. Tired of this. Tired of this.
Well, that's why what we're tired of. That's why we talk about what we tired of. So remember, guys, if you have teens or preteens, just let them know that we are having a segment for them to have a teen and preteen talk. So I guess we can make preteen too, like you said, friend. But before you go there, friend, I got to do the scammer alert because, you know, we missed the scammer alert last week because we was on the phone and I couldn't put the scammer alert, but this still nigga is a scammer. So we definitely going to put him on the screen. So, ladies,
we need to start asking ladies all over for pictures of scammers.
A picture of your scammer or your bullshitter, and we'll definitely blast them. But this one right here,
or the ladies beware. Ladies beware
of this thing right here, because he is a pathological liar. He uses his mom as his, you know, the reason why, you know, and he's a felon. He's a prison. He just got out of prison. You understand? So beware of him, guys, ladies. Don't let him fool you up in Estenton, Georgia. Yeah, I'm gonna put it out there. Shout out to Mia. Shout out to Tesla. Them his friends that I met along the way, and they cool as hell. But y'all, they don't mess with him no more, I don't think either. But he's a scammer. So y'all see that? Make sure y'all pay attention. Scam. Okay, so with that being said, guys, we have had a really good podcast today. I wasn't expecting to get emotional on here, but once again, I love my family and I'm so thankful for them because, like I said, life has been lifing and they have made a way out of no way. So very thankful for that. Guys, remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Before we get up out of here, though, I got a couple of things that I want to talk about real quick, friend. And I know we on the end, but I'm gonna just do a quick run through of the damn trial. So y'all, as y'all know, the trial is almost over. Diddy, the trial is coming to the end. He done had the drug mule testified Friday. They done had, so the RICO has been proved. Okay. So the Smex trafficking, a lot of them was doing
That's
that
been
because they
proven
want.
too. That's proven
Yeah,
too. The
but
Punisher came on there and told all the business.
the Punisher came on to talk the business and promoted his book. So with that being said, but like I say, I watch the secret witness, BJ. Shout out to BJ. Shout out to Tisa Tales, Mims. I watch all of them. Definitely they be on what be on going on in the courtroom. Kanye West showed up last week. They denied his ass from the courtroom. They turned him right around. So, it's going on this week coming. The defense claims that they were only going to need 2 days to put their case on. So hopefully, Diddy, since they only giving you 2 days, bro, you're going to jail. You know you staying in jail, right? They only gonna fight your case for 2 days. That means you're not coming out, bro. And that's what you deserve because you shouldn't do the shit you do. But that's that celebrity news. Megan Thee Stallion. I'm looking for our allegedly friend. I try to put the legend up there. Someone trying to find allegedly, but I can't find it right now. So not being able to find the allegedly, but Ray J claims he saw a woman shoot Megan Thee Stallion, not Tory Lanez, as everybody knows. Everybody knows that Megan's friend shot her, not Tory. And I don't understand why they let that shit slide, because the sad part is they're witnesses. And I don't know why you did that, Megan, but
because she was drunk.
However, you shouldn't have let that nigga go to jail.
Fuck that nigga and fuck that bitch and fuck all of them. Fuck him. He said all kind of shit. He in jail because he was a fucking felon who had a gun. Even if he didn't shoot her, he was going to jail anyway. That's why he's in jail for the amount of years that he's in. He was already out. He was already a convict in possession of a gun. Felons with guns do time.
I didn't know he was a previous.
Yeah, so everybody keep getting mad about all of the details of that. The point is, he didn't have no business being involved in anything with a gun anymore. Period. Well, he was already in trouble, and he had gotten in trouble another time before. So this was almost like a third strike type of thing for him. So regardless of the details of what happened with her, people keep getting caught up on the dirty details of that. Regardless, he's involved. It don't matter who had the gun. It don't matter none of that. The fact that it's a gun involved in a shooting, whether it was glass for real, whether it was not, we already know the courts lie. We know police lie. We know people lie. We know all of that.
Lie.
Keep your ass away from guns. That's like me. I'm going to jail. If I get caught with somebody doing some shit with a gun, it don't matter. I'm going down, period. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. None of the details matter. So, and that's sad, unfortunately for him. But you a bitch ass nigga. He was a bitch ass nigga. That's what the fuck you do. He was putting a lot of bullshit out into the universe. Just like what's the little boy that was fucking with Danny Lee and doing all that shit, got her pregnant, baby, little baby, well not little baby, DaBaby. Yeah, DaBaby with his dumb ass. He's out there doing that stupid shit. That's what the fuck you get, stupid motherfucker.
DaBaby with your dumb ass.
Doing that dumb ass shit. You know damn well you ain't supposed to be doing all of that. Now then your ass end up in trouble. You end up losing your little rise to fame. Got little cut off. Now you can't even come outside and act a fool no more because you acted too much of a fucking fool. Fucking dumbass. And Tory Lanez was already wilding before.
Yeah.
He was wilding. He was doing too many things. I didn't even know about the Kelsey and Megan shit because he was already involved with so much other shit. I was just like, ain't you tired? But if you don't know how to sit your ass down, the universe will sit your ass down. And now he's sitting the fuck down.
It sure will. It sure will. Okay, so just another thing on pop news. Nick Cannon forgets the names of 2 of his children while attempting to list all 12 of them. Says he has so many because he has a king complex. Well, nigga, I'm gonna need you to know all their names and don't forget none of them, sir. With the 12 kids.
Wait, he said he has a king complex?
Yes, I'm reading the quote. Yeah, he says he has a king complex. So the king, I'm sure, remembers all their kids' names, sir. And if they don't, they're going to fake like they do.
Girl.
All right. So that is what I have, I guess, on, reality celebrity news. There are a couple of other things. R. Kelly OD'd. R. Kelly overdosed.
He didn't overdose.
He physically didn't. They gave him too much of whatever medicine it was. So they tried to overdose him because he says, or reports are out there, somebody's trying to kill him. So
because why else would they come to the hospital with armed military motherfuckers?
First of all, he's in what is it? Solitary confinement.
Right.
So you gave him double the drugs that he was supposed to have. That doesn't make no sense. And then Tyler Perry is being sued for $256 million because you like to touch boys and men. Tyler, sit your ass down and stop it. And Fat Joe is being sued as well. So one thing I can say, yes, same type of, yeah.
Really?
So next week we'll definitely, guys, have a catch up on these 2 court cases that are going on with Fat Joe being sued and Tyler Perry. We'll have more information on celebrity news for you guys. But all of that being said, they ain't no different. They just got a little money. They all retarded and crazy. So, it is.
They all retarded.
They all for you. And you know it. As you guys know, we are here every Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We thank each and every one of you guys for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting on our page. Once again, we like to thank all of our followers and our subscribers. Remember, on YouTube, it is a free way to subscribe, but you guys can catch us on about all social media sites. So remember, guys, we will catch you guys next Saturday. And before we leave, what are your plans for this coming week? Thundercat?
I'm waiting on my reformer. I can't focus on anything else. And the tree fell. Just a few minutes ago. It wasn't down there when we left earlier, and it was down when we came back. I don't know what happened.
Oh wow!
It's rotted. I think it rotted. But my plans for this week are just waiting on my reformer so that I can finish my Pilates. I'm headed to the liquor store before they close at 9 right now. So y'all coming with me to the liquor store.
We going to the store with Thundercat, y'all. We going to the store. But as you guys know, my week will be making sure that everything is together and with my house because my mom comes on Saturday. And I'm looking forward to it. Definitely will be still doing what I do, Ubering and picking up people and doing that. But everybody have an amazing rest of your Saturday. Make sure tomorrow that you praise him, whether you go into the building or outside the building. Just make sure you give the Lord some shout outs because he is the reason why we are who we are and what we do. So just remember, guys, everybody have an amazing, amazing Saturday. Happy Sunday. And we will see you guys next week. As usual, we will see you guys next Saturday. And remember, as always,
bitch, you think it's small. We need to be thinking big. You need to be thinking big, bitch.
Now you want to play with me.
You need to be thinking big. You need to be thinking big. Bitch, you think it's small. We need to be thinking big. You need to be thinking big, bitch. You need to be thinking big, bitch. Think big, bitch.
Everybody have an amazing Saturday. We love you and you can't do nothing about it. All right, friend. I'll call you later. Happy Saturday.
Okay. All right. Happy Saturday.
Guys, thank you for joining our channel. See you next week.